Yo guys, what's up? I've got an underused game here for you. And if you look at my opponent's team, you think, fuck, this is gonna be a joke. It's gonna be fucking easy. He's got Golbat, Mightyena, Zebstrika, Golurk, Ludicolo, and Omanite. He has an NU team which he probably was trolling with in underused. And at first I thought, well, this is gonna be like a 4-0, 6-0, 5-0, whatever. And it actually turned out to be a pretty interesting match. I don't know how in hell this guy did so well in this battle. It's not like he predicted well, it's just I don't know. I think my team kind of does well against the members he has. I really have no explanation. Anyway, looking at leads, I was assuming he would lead off with either Golbat or Omanite, so I decided to lead off with my Crobat to taunt him. I think I said Crobat before. I meant to say Golbat on his side. Regardless, I'm gonna lead off with my Crobat, and he's gonna lead off with Golurk. So I'm like, fuck, I need to taunt just in case this thing has rocks. I don't know what kind of Almanite he's running. He goes for Ice Punch, he gets the freeze. I was not really that mad. Well, it's always a freeze. It's kind of boring and fucking annoying, but it still was not a big of a deal. So I'm gonna go for a Hydro Pump. Kind of predicting the Ludicolo to come in, but I guess he sends in his Golbat, that's fine. Then I'm gonna go to Togekiss, predicting the Toxic. I have Heal Bell on this thing. It's the best thing I have to take status. So not really that worried. I'm going to predict some sort of switch, and I'm going to go to Rhyperior. He goes for a Dynamic Punch with his Golurk after I switch in. And I'm going to get my Stealth Rocks up. So we double switched. I get Rocks up, Evade Confusion Hacks. And he goes for a second Dynamic Punch. I break through again, and I'm going to be able to get off an Earthquake, which is not going to matter. You'll see why later. But he goes for a last Dynamic Punch, kills me off. So I know this thing has no guard and not Iron Fist. I'm going to go into Kingdra. I really cannot risk... I cannot go for Draco Meteor because you'll probably get that opportunity to set up with maybe Mightyena or something. I get a crit on a Ludicolo. It kind of mattered because I know I'm going to be able to take it out with a Draco Meteor. I do get another crit, but this one was completely useless. But Ludicolo was not really a big threat to my team whatsoever, so I'm not that troubled. He sends in his Omanite. I've got to switch because I have -2. And I'm going to go to my Mienshao because I know I can take whatever hit. He shows me his bulky by going for Stealth Rock, so I predicted him to go into his Golurk to take the high jump kick, so I go for a U-turn. But he stays in, probably making a good over prediction, and sets up a layer of Toxic Spikes, and so I'm going to my Togekiss to take probably a Scald or something. And now I'm going to go for a Heal Bell to heal off my poison, as he goes for a Scald and he gets the burn, so this is just status everywhere, my god. Now I think I'm going to go for a Roost, as he's going to take the opportunity very well to go into his Zebstrika. Even if I've gone for an Air Slash, would have been able to take it. So, I don't know what kind of Zebstrika this is. I'm going to stay in and engage damage. He goes for Wild Charge and OHKOs me. I'm like, fuck, what are you doing? Togekiss, your job is to take hits. On a special side though, so I don't blame you. I'm going to go to Snorlax, predict the switch, go for Pursuit, nail that. 1% left, so Zebstrika dies upon switching in from Stealth Rocks. He sends in his Golurk. I cannot take a hit, so I need to let my Snorlax go down, so that I can get a free switch to something else. So he's winning 5 against 2. What the fuck? Anyway, I'm gonna go to my Mienshao, and I'm gonna go predict the switch. I think I'm gonna go for a U-turn as he goes to Omanite, or maybe no, I go for an HP Ice because I wanted that thing dead. Now, since he's in range where I jump kick might kill him, and I want to get that Golurk on the switch in, I'm gonna go for a U-turn as he makes a not switch into Mightyena, and that just straight up dies to a fucking super effective U-turn from Mienshao. I'm forced to go into Kingdra because it's the only Pokemon I have left, and he's gonna go into his Omanite. Yes, and now he's going to switch fodder his Zebstrika to rack up some poison damage, which was a very smart play on his behalf. Actually playing a moderately good opponent here with the sucky team, but it still did pretty well. Now he's going to go to his Omanite. He has no other option but to fodder things. And since he knows my Mienshao has HP Ice, he's going to opt to go into Golurk, maybe banking on the fact that I might not have Stone Edge on my set. And he lets Golurk die to a Surf. And it's 1 versus 1. He's Golbat against my Mienshao, but I do pack the Stone Edge. It's a matter of me hitting because I don't know if he has Brave Bird or not, so that might be a thing. But he switches that thing in. And it's at 35. I don't think HPS will kill it, so I'll go for a Stone Age. Luckily, I do hit, and I win 1-0. This was a very surprise for me, a very big surprise, actually, because I didn't think his team would hold on so well against mine. I mean, there were some good plays on both sides. I think he played a little bit better, but then again, my team was probably gonna win by default just by looking at the team building. But it was a very interesting game nonetheless. So I hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all later. Peace.